Hey everyone, so if you want to know how to stay protected from hacks, bank runs, theft, and more, watch this video for 15 rapid fire tips to level up your crypto security. So no matter who you are, if you're invested in crypto, your funds are at risk in one way or another. These are just some things I picked up over the years and I wish I learned sooner. And it not only covers crypto, but just general online protection as well, since these topics are closely related. So I'm going to rapid fire through these, get your notepad ready, and let's just jump in. So first off, let's get this out of the way quickly. You want to get yourself a wallet, or if you have money to invest, a hardware wallet like the Ledger or Trezor. I don't need to explain this for long, but obviously you get to hold your private keys, and if you hold crypto on a centralized exchange, it is at risk for all of the reasons we've seen throughout the past years of exchanges getting hacked and so on. If you don't know the difference between a hot wallet and a cold wallet, these are some of the differences. Basically, a hardware wallet is just safer because it's offline, but it does cost a little bit of money. However, it is worth it if you have a big crypto portfolio. So the next tip is to disconnect sites from MetaMask. So every time you use MetaMask on Uniswap, PancakeSwap, or any dApp, you connect your wallet and they stay connected. So what you want to do is just disconnect websites that you don't trust after you're done using them. This is a tip that most people don't know about. So next is to get a metal seed phrase. So if you download a wallet, you have a 12 or 24 word recovery phrase. Most people store it on paper, but if you want to make it more secure, you can get a metal seed phrase, and there's a lot of these that you can buy. You can get them on Amazon, you can get them from different websites. And if you want the cheaper alternative, you can get those paper seed phrases and just buy like a fireproof bag if you are on a budget. By the way, everything will be linked in the description that I mentioned in this video if you want to check it out and support the channel. The next one is to use a safe crypto exchange. Pretty obvious, but I'll go over how do you look for a safe crypto exchange. Well, you want to look at many variables, not just one thing. So how long have they been operating? What's their reputation? Do they use cold storage? What kind of insurance policies do they have? Have they had hacks or incidents before? And I've tested all of these platforms, as you can see, and most of them have had hacks, over 50% of them, but most of them also repay their users because they had certain insurance policies or procedures in place where they could pay the users back. And then also the security features on the account, are they regulated? Things like this are things you want to consider for choosing a safe crypto exchange. And then next, only hold funds that you're willing to trade on the crypto exchange. Don't hold your entire balance on it. Just get a free wallet at the very minimum. The next tip is to lock your SIM card. So if you want to avoid getting SIM swapped, where someone can steal your assets, log into your account, and so on, you want to just put a lock on your SIM card, which could be a 4-digit PIN. You can do this in the settings of your phone. And the scary thing about being SIM swapped is you don't know that you're SIM swapped. It's very hard to tell that you've been hacked. But just putting a simple PIN on your card can resolve a lot of issues, and this only takes like 20 seconds to do in your phone settings. The next one is to switch your SMS 2FA to an authenticator 2FA. So something like Google Authenticator. Again, just in case your phone gets SIM swapped or someone gets access to your phone number, you don't want to have SMS as two-factor authentication. That's less likely to happen if you do this step before, but still use two-factor authentication through authenticator apps and not SMS. The next one is to use a VPN. That you can do this when you're on public Wi-Fi. That's a quick, easy tip. The next one is to use a password manager like 1Password or the many options that are available. It's 2022, so you shouldn't be using the same password for every website. With the password manager, you can have different password for every single website that's highly secure. The next one is to set up multi-signature wallets to keep your coins safer. So this just requires 2 or more private keys to sign and send a transaction. This is typically what crypto exchanges do. So the CEO, for example, can't just take the funds. Every company needs multiple parties to be there to send transactions. So you can do this for your own crypto stash by finding different apps and creating multiple signatures to access your transactions. Here's a good little infographic. This is a little more advanced, but there are lots of apps and tools and resources online that are starting to educate people about this. Next, if you want to keep a piece of your seed phrase, you can get a security box at your bank. These cost like $40 a year. Obviously, that'll depend on your bank and where you live, but that is one option to set up a multi-sig approach or something like that. The next tip, I don't know what number we're on, but there's something called Shamir's secret sharing scheme. I found this while researching for the video, and it's a cryptographic method. Essentially, you have a secret and you divide the original secret into parts, and then each part is hidden in different locations. So you have seed copy A, which looks like this, seed copy B looks like this, and seed copy C. And then you put these in 2 different locations. You can give it to people that you trust, different houses, a security box at a bank, stuff like that to divide your seed phrase. And apparently this is the method that Coinbase uses for its custody. The next tip is to get a YubiKey. So if you want to take your two-factor authentication to the next level, you can actually get a hardware authenticator device. The YubiKey is one of many options, and a lot of companies, Fortune 500 company employees, use this to log into corporate accounts and stuff like that. And basically you need this physical device and you plug it into your computer to log in to your app. So you can set this up for many crypto exchanges and use this as a 2FA device instead of a authenticator app. This can also be used to create multi-signature solutions, and they're not too expensive. You can get them for relatively cheap. The next one is to set up two-factor authentication for your email specifically. If someone gets access to your email address, they can go to log in any website, click forgot password, and basically log into any of your accounts that they have the email to. The next one is you can get a privacy enabled email. If you want to be more anonymous online, Proton Mail is one that is relatively popular online where they focus on privacy and freedom, and you can get a mail as well as calendar, Drive, VPN, and so on. I know for certain that the email is free, and some of these are free to start if you want a more private email. The next one is to use crypto address whitelisting on your crypto exchanges. So if you don't know what that is, and if anyone ever gets into the crypto exchange, they will not be able to withdraw funds unless it's to the addresses that you have saved. So obviously that adds a big layer of security. Even if you do get hacked, they will not be able to withdraw your funds, and most crypto exchanges that have good security will offer this type of feature. The next one is to memorize your seed phrase. So you can memorize your 12 or 24 word recovery phrase, and there are many like brain tricks you can use to actually memorize it pretty easily. I won't go into it in this video, but I will put links to this below if you want to learn these cool memory tricks on how you can create stories to learn long chains of words. And the other one is to get a backup exchange. So when there's high volatility in the crypto markets, even big platforms like Coinbase have to pause their trading when there's so many people trading at once, and this usually happens when there's a big FOMO in the market or something like that. Most of the Canadian exchanges have paused trading when there's extreme volatility in the market. So by having a backup exchange is a good option if you need to sell your assets fast, or you want to even buy into the market when there's all this fear. You want to be able to trade at all times, so just have a backup exchange is a good little tip to have. And if you have to take only a couple ideas from this video, it would be to store most of your funds on a crypto wallet and protect your seed phrase as securely as possible. But obviously the more of these you can stack on top of the other, the better it will be. And a lot of these can be done in just a couple minutes, and then it's set up forever. If you know anything that is missing from this list, add it in the comments, and then we can all go through them together and browse more ideas. And you should also check out the safest crypto exchanges. So if you enjoyed this video, you'll enjoy that one as well. Check it out.